Hey everybody, Tone95 here, and I wanted to talk about the Conduit 2 today. I put up a video about the preview. Those were the scans for the game so far, from Nintendo Power's newest issue, and I'm going to be here to talk about some of the information. Now, first of all, let's go on to the story. High Voltage knows that the story wasn't that good in the first Conduit. This story is going to pick up right after the first game's ending. John Adams is an alien, of course. We already knew that from the first one. And there are other aliens similar to Adams that control different territories. Adam's been most successful, and now he wants to take over the rest of the world. So Mr. Ford has to enlist the other aliens from those territories to help him take down Adams, which is really cool. I'm not going to say where the game starts, but as you saw in those screens, Big Sea Serpent is attacking a faculty where you land during the beginning. You'll be using Atlantis as your hub world. There'll be multiple portals that lead to different parts of the world, like one will lead you back into DC, which you'll have to get something from the Smithsonian, and the battle between the Drudge and the Trust is still going on, so you'll have to make your way through this battle again, which will be pretty interesting to see how things have changed. The customizable controls is back. The enemies are going to be a lot more varied. They'll be doing things before you show up, like maybe two AIs will be fighting, and then as you enter, they'll both go attack you. They'll use the environment more, like they give an example of an AI knocking over a soda machine to use for cover. Some will be fighting in specific areas. And in Atlantis, there'll be 30-foot tall guardians. That's one of the examples for the specific. In Siberia, there'll be robotic dogs that come after you if you're detected by security. And the AI's intelligence has been upgraded. They can use any weapon, and the AI will change depending on what weapon they're using. For example, like someone using a shotgun will be rushing towards you, whereas a sniper rifle would stay back and try and hit you from a distance. They also made it so that it kind of mix and matches helmets, shoulder pads, and just pretty much makes it. And you can actually shoot the helmets off of an enemy soldier now. The ASE is getting a big overhaul. Like, you can actually use it for puzzles and hacking. It'll also be used kind of like the scan option in Metroid Prime, where you can scan something and then it will tell you more about it in archives. The weapons, there's three new weapons so far, and one secondary function to older weapon, which is the TCP launcher. The three new ones are the Vortex Cannon, which will it puts a shield over you for temporarily, and it'll cause bullets, rockets, grenades to float in front of you, and then you can shoot them back at your target. The phase rifle it's not only a good long-range weapon, but you can shoot it through walls. But for balance purposes, the gun will slow forward down significantly, and once you've taken aim, you have to tune the weapon by twisting the Wii remote. Then there's the deployable turret. You can set it down and control it with a handheld display, and that will alert you when the turret has detected someone. When it detects something, you can either pull the trigger or let auto-aim go to work, or control the turret automatically. Then the TCP launcher has a new function, which you can lay down mines around an area, which could be very helpful, but I could see these weapons being pretty cheap in multiplayer, if they let you use them. Vortex Cannon, I could see it being balanced out in multiplayer. But speaking of multiplayer, let's move on to that. The Conduit 2 is basically going to do what the first one promised to do. 12-player online. It's unknown if we'll be able to talk to WeSpeak with anyone. Probably not. There'll be new online modes, but nothing yet has been announced. But there will be a class system, and you'll be able to set your own weapon loadouts and suit upgrades, or perks as they're known in pretty much every other first-person shooter. That means no more weapons set, no more voting system, no more rocket spamming noobs. You know who you are if you actually are watching this. People who always choose it, along with Street. Anyway, you'll be able to set up weapon loadouts and suit up... Oh, wait, I already read that. I'm kind of reading off a compilation of info right now. Where did I leave off? Oh, you can purchase new upgrades to your guns. You can unlock... And new perks, which one of the perks they gave an example of are robotic legs, which will allow you to sprint over a long distance. They're planning on having 1 primary and 2 secondary slots for the upgrades, but that could be changed in the future. You can also change your look of your character the same way they do in the single player, so there's like a bunch of new things that you can put on your thing. You can change your armor and everything, not just 4 different characters. It's said that they're including a sprint button, so you can sprint away from a rocket if it's coming at you, thank God. Or this is really interesting, you're going to have the ability to revive your teammates. That's going to be really interesting. Also, multiplayer, the biggest thing that was a complaint from the first game was no local multiplayer. But now they've added it in. It'll have 2 to 4 player split screen for all of the competitive modes. You can also do a co-op invasion mode, which you can also play online, which is mostly being kept secret. And right at this point, we don't know if there will be online split screen. But what invasion mode is, it's pretty much horde, or just a huge... I'm guessing it's going to be kind of like a survival type thing, where you just have to survive the oncoming of enemies. Now, there's a lot of links. There's a 8-page article and a Sega Q&A with the developers that they just released yesterday. And starting tomorrow, which was April 2nd, they are coming out with a contest where you can actually get your head on a wanted poster or a missing person poster in the game. So that's going to be really interesting. It's really nice. I have my window open and there are cars honking, and hopefully you won't hear that. But that's about all we know right now for Conduit 2. I've had a couple screenshots going through this game, through this video. That's about it though. And I guess this is a good place to stop as any. I will probably be doing a review of the game when I get it, because by then I should have a capture card. Oh, and it's set to come out this May. No, scratch that. That's completely wrong. This fall 2010. There's no set date yet. High Voltage is known for, kind of pushing back the game, so expect it early 2011, I'd say. But it's officially announced for fall 2010. Hopefully we'll see some good gameplay in the coming weeks, or at E3, we'll see some multiplayer gameplay. But that's all I'm hoping for. Hopefully I'll be getting to review the Conduit soon, but no promises. And check out my other video, which is the preview, which pretty much just has the scans. You can go look at them yourself. It's pretty much something I made in my free time. Okay, well, this is about it. That's Tone95 signing off. Bye, guys.